The day I circumcised, they said I should open my leg, and I did what they said.
My mother told me this is my passage to womanhood.
He said if you refuse to lie down, we will force you to lie down.
So my dad brings some rope and tied me and hold me very strong.
تماويكش برچاوم هموی تاریک بو دم قیجاند اوانش منیان کرد بو
I could feel the blade cutting. With every cut, I was struggling.
When I was shouting because the pain was too much.
I really thought I was gonna die.
They say it's tradition. Which type of tradition?
I had been at The Guardian for 25 years. I was the investigations editor. We were doing really big stories, WikiLeaks, Iraq. I came across FGM and I thought, why, if we're doing stories about people having their emails hacked, why aren't we covering the fact that 200 million girls and women are having their genitals hacked off? So we set up the Global Media Campaign, and our first backer was the UN Secretary General, who launched us in Nairobi.
4 years later,
A small group of us left The Guardian and set up a charity dedicated to ending FGM, determined to do things differently.
Hand you over to Maggie.
Attends, juste quand est-ce que vous allez partir?
There's a huge anger in the activist community fighting FGM because the millions, and there is millions that is being spent on FGM, it's not reaching them.
What we do with the Global Media Campaign is reverse that.
No to FGM!
And a large proportion of our funds go to the grassroots. That's what makes us different.
We searched for activists who were working on FGM, who were often survivors, who were already working in the field, and through the volunteers we could see the people who really had the passion. What we're doing is we're saying, let's trust that person who's been walking 10 miles a day to go to the remote villages to talk about FGM. They mightn't have a BA, they mightn't have an international development degree, but they are the people who's going to end FGM.
Many people respect religious leaders, and I know for sure if religious leaders can stand up with us, this thing will be a history.
It's the activists on the ground who go to their religious leaders and say, this is the reality of FGM, and tell people to stop because they'll listen to you.
Hurting people, torturing people, it's not right in Islam.
Innocent girls cut off. So horrible, I did not show.
ولماذا مركز مسكشة لهاي صحافة مركز ورقة في قابل هاي هذا هو كم يصير.
Now with the religious leaders talking through media is even more powerful.
The circumcision of women is not allowed in Islam.
The Bible not mention about FGM.
The media can be revolutionary, and the moment it's here, it's now.
When people see, they believe. When they hear, they believe.
We have carried out the first ever survey into how media works to change attitudes, and the results were extraordinary. For example, in Kenya, our team have been returning to the same region for over 3 years. They've surveyed hundreds of people and found that support for the worst type of FGM, that means the cutting off of a girl's genitals and the sewing up of her vagina, has fallen drastically. An astonishing 84% of those surveyed now say they've changed their minds about this form of FGM, and that's since our media campaigns began here in 2018.
Direct action grants are completely organized on WhatsApp. From calling for proposals to announcing the selected projects, sending the receipts, everything is produced on there. This allows for the campaigns to remain fully transparent, completely fluid, interactive and dynamic at all times.
La confiance que GMC a placée aux gens, c'est inédit. Ils sont motivés, ils ont confiance, donc chapeau.
This is a whole new era of community activists who can use the media, local activists who can set up their own campaigns.
Now we continue the fight.
They've got the skills, they've got the technology, they've got the heart. They just need to be supported.
FGM has to stop.
They are the ones who are going to end this, not us.
I'm sure if we use the media robustly, there will be a massive awareness and change will come. So many children will be saved from this demonic practice because I see it as demonic.
Yala inama akadetele